Happy Virgo season. I am excited to be here with you today. I am going to give you the keys to navigating your marketing and planning, especially the content that you're putting out there during this powerful cycle that we are in. So I am Sherry Moyes. I am your intuitive business alchemist, here to break down the astrology of the moment so that you can use it to further your efforts to reach those soul clients that you are meant to be working with. So let's dive in. Virgo gets a bit of a bad rap, and I want to make sure that we know where we've been and where we're headed, and that we understand the power of each one of these cycles. So we ebb and flow through the sun cycles. We find our focus. We start off in Aries. We initiate some things. We just get it out there. And then in Taurus, we ground it in, we put some structure around it, see how it feels, see if it sits well with us. And then in Gemini season, we take a moment to really see, where are the gaps? What else do I need to know? What's the big picture vision? In Cancer, we make sure that all the things that we've been working on and doing are aligning with our values, that we have really good boundaries, and that we're sharing the emotional side when we're out in the world. And then in Leo season, we've been doing sneak peeks, sharing our playful side. Now it's time to get more practical and tactical. But we want to make sure that we're finding the magic in the mundane. Oftentimes we get told, we don't want to share all the things. Now, you still don't necessarily want to share every single step with folks, but Virgo season is a time when we do want to know about the structure, when folks do want to know about your system, but we want to remember to keep the magic in the mundane. We want to remember that we don't want to disconnect that beautiful brain of yours from this beautiful brain in your heart, to ensure that you are still being guided with what you're sharing and how you're sharing, not from too much structure, but just enough that it showcases your magic and why they need you. So let's talk about Virgo. And we've got a lot of data behind us at this point, right? We're 5 months into the astrological year. So those of you who are getting nervous that Christmas is around the corner and your year is gone, what's true about that? We're not even halfway through the astrological year. There's so much more coming your way and so much more to work with. Now's the time to really put structure and order out there in the world, those systems, the data, the day-to-day, how it works. So that's the focus for this cycle, systems and structures. And we can use data to share. And I'll be talking more about specific content styles that will work well during this cycle. Today, I want to give you the big picture overview so I can get you thinking. And as you're planning out your content, whatever your offers are this cycle, that you're using this big picture lens and keeping these things in mind. So one of the things you want to be doing during this cycle is sharing the details of your blueprint or process. There is a really logical reason why coaches and mentors tell you that, to have your own system, your own process, your own blueprint that you take your clients through, that you work in, because it creates a safe space. It creates a container for folks. They know that, and it sets you apart, really showing off your uniqueness. This is the cycle to be sharing more of that, more of your own blueprint, more of your own process in your content marketing, so that folks can see, oh yeah, they have a structure that I can work in that's going to get me the result that I desire. We're craving order in Virgo season. You might find yourself personally ready to declutter, ready to clean out that closet. We're looking for structure and order in this season. So one of the things you want to be reviewing as you're mapping out your content, and for those of you that batch content in particular, sometimes we'll batch way in advance, and now we need to come back and put this lens, this Virgo season lens, on that content you've batched to ensure that it's going to get eyeballs, that it's really meeting what people are focused on. So asking yourself and reviewing, does the content I'm sharing, does it help my audience? Does it help potential clients? really understand my process and how it will help them fill in the blank, right? Whatever that is, how it will help them be a better leader, be a better entrepreneur, be a better parent, have better health, have less stress, whatever you do, whatever your magic is what you're sharing. This is the season, less playful. We're not looking for as much inspiration. We're looking for practical and tactical. So really make sure you're connecting the dots in your marketing. So take a look at what you're planning as you set out to write those emails, create those memes, make sure that they are showcasing your system. Types of offers that we want to be playing with, or things that you probably want to be putting out there for this season. And again, we'll dive more into this next week as I talk more about the different types of content. But this is a great cycle for checklists. I'm giving you a checklist right now. Checklists, workbooks, diagrams, where we can like see the step-by-step. Courses, remembering that we are in Aries North Node, for those of you that are a little astro savvy, courses that are short and are going to solve that problem, that have a step-by-step process that I can get through and get what I need. A workshop that's going to be practical and tactical, that I'm going to walk out the other side of it with a plan, with a concrete transformation, something specific. So whereas in Leo season, we could be more playful, more fun, a little bit behind the scenes. People are going to be more impulsive. In Virgo, they're going to want the details. They're going to want to know the specifics. We are going to be a little bit pickier, potentially. So make sure that you are giving them what they need in order to say those yeses to you. And from that content creation standpoint and what you're putting out there, it's still done is better than perfect. Virgo season can get a bit of a bad rap for perfectionism. And if, like me, you're a recovering perfectionist, this is the season to let your work stand for itself, all that you've already put in. This is not a time to try something new per se. Take what you have. Maybe you're just restructuring it, putting it in this lens, but we're not building a new program. We're not creating something new. We're taking what we have and putting form and structure to it and making sure that our folks get what we can do for them. So there's a lot of other astrological energies going on. If you're not already on my email list, make sure that you've popped in there, because I share more over there. And then I'm doing deep dives on YouTube into various pieces of the astrology that are really powerful and helpful. In the Facebook group, if you're in the Facebook group, that's where we get into like the practical and tactical of making sure that your content is getting eyeballs, because we need your content to be getting the attention. This is where the astrology is like that magic pill, right? You know what you teach, you've got your offers. Now let's make sure that it's coming at folks in the way they need to receive it right now, because there is something about that. Otherwise, you are just selling Christmas, trying to sell Christmas in July, and we don't want to be doing that. So we want to make sure that you are getting your work out in the world and folks are getting to experience your magic. So let the astrology be that magic pill that guides your content creation, guides your planning, so that you are working smarter and not harder. That's always the key, because as I say, a thriving business requires a nourished and happy you. All right, quick recap for Virgo season. Our focus is systems and structures. Share the data. It's about the day-to-day. So do share the details of your blueprint or process. Keep it simple. We do want to keep things simple. So we don't need 20-page checklists. What are the key points? Show me from how I'm getting from here to here the simplest way. Review your content that you've created or are creating to make sure that your folks that are tuning in understand your process and how it's going to help them to fill in the blank. I'm sharing a process, a checklist that's going to help you to create content that's going to more resonate in the moment. For example, the mantra or offers, from an offers perspective, workbooks, checklists, short courses with a specific outcome, workshops, things like that are going to be appealing right now. And the mantra is find the magic in the mundane. This stuff can feel like the spreadsheets and the lists and all of that can add your flair, add your magic to it. Do it your way. And that's where we bring in that inspiration. We're not letting go of being inspired just because we're in Virgo season and we're talking about systems and structures. Do it your way. What inspires you? What lights you up? What has you leaning in? That's going to come through in your content and in the things that you put out in the world. All right, my friends, in addition to today kicking off Virgo season, we're also kicking off Mercury retrograde. So this is a great pairing here. Virgo and Mercury go hand in hand as it is. But if you aren't aware of how to work with Mercury retrograde, I will link the videos that I did last week to help you focus what to focus on to review during this time. And it's all in Virgo. So we've got a lot of Virgo energy right now. So let's get at it, get to it, and do it in a way that feels good as always. All right, my friends, I will see you next time. In the meantime, keep an eye on the sky. Those cosmos are a great guide to help you connect and build your business in a way that is inspiring, exciting, and fun. So I will see you soon.